Hi, I'm Mike, and this is Metro Trails. And here's Ev. Say hi, Ev.
Hi.
We're using a little different stroller today. We had a little bit of craziness today, but I wanted to share some positive notation on some stuff. We were on the Little Lehigh Greenway. The Little Lehigh Creek. Up there's Dan! We're actually only just finishing our hike. We focused specifically on the Little Lehigh Creek today. Hi, Dan. Are we feeling super awesome?
Excuse me, I've been trying to find, it's a German name, Rapenstadt Park, is that this one? It seems to be.
Anyway, so, but I did want to share a positive bit about this here. I want everybody to notice how clean this park is.
Yeah,
It's
we even have an arboretum.
Arboretum? It's not arboretorium, it's arboretum. But
Harberstein.
yeah. Well, anyway, but there were a lot of partiers out along this trail a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that penultimate mile was pretty ugly, and I found a way to make it even uglier.
Well, here's the thing. We went out and around close to the creek where everybody was partying, and you know, they're playing music, they're in the river, but what I noticed that there was no trash left behind. These huge groups of people were leaving no trash whatsoever. I mean, there's little bits here and there. Okay, there's one little piece of toilet paper. But I mean, when you look at a park, this has to say one of two things of the park. Either one, they have their parks department is right on top of things and cleaning up like crazy, in which case they deserve a whole lot of credit. Or, in this case, the cultural stereotypes are just not true in this area. And it's a really proud, happy thing, because I was noticing that it was almost all Latin American community having a great time, very clean, nobody left any trash, and in some areas it's not that. And even in recent weeks on the Metro Trails page, I was noticing people were saying that it was this community that was leaving all the trash behind, but it leaves me with some hope that it's human nature is taking care of itself, and the people that have kind of dug their heels in this area are taking some pride in it, and they're cleaning up and leaving it as nice, if not nicer, than how they left it. And that's really, really cool. So I was really happy to see these people, you know, of course, having a couple drinks. I raised mine to them as well and grooved to the music as I went by. It was really, really a cool, many moments. It wasn't just one or two moments. There's many moments today that I was seeing, regardless of the culture of the people there, everybody was cleaning up really well, and I wanted to share that with everybody, that it's not just in New Jersey or Southern New York or whatever, and that I think that human nature takes care of itself, and anybody that is doing that kind of littering and everything, once they learn appreciation for this area, they're going to clean up just as well as anyway, because we're all human, we're all on the same side, we're all on the side of environment, and that's a great thing. But anyway, so check out this brand new bridge. So this was, I think, Dan was here last time we did this. There was an atrocious bridge over in this area, right? Right, Dan?
Oh, it's hard to remember all of the atrocious bridges.
I've taken you across many atrocious bridges.
Yes.
So anyway, there was this one of many atrocious bridges, and I believe this was the former site of the Allentown branch of the Central Railroad in New Jersey. Now, the Allentown branch had a station. No, wait, you know what? I'm wrong. I think it was the Lehigh Valley Railroad.
Well, whichever it is, I think I followed some of that briefly.
Well, the Barber branch of the Lehigh Valley was over in this area here too. And it went upstream there. Yeah, this was where the Lehigh Valley Railroad went. Look at the sun setting through there. Isn't that nice?
I was on this side for about a half mile, following what GPS said was old trackage until it became impassable.
Well, that would have been the Barber branch if you went from that other thing to try to take a shortcut. The Barber branch has a lot of potential, and it's never going to be reactivated for anything, even though they
Well, I
wanted
took it
to.
as far as I could, but
Yeah, I've done the Barber Branch. This time of year, it's not necessarily a great thing. But anyway,
well, I didn't lose time doing it. Let's just put it that way.
there was so this is the little Lehigh Creek right here, and I'm not sure what they're doing over here because this has clearly got a pedestrian walkway up,
Whoa!
and yeah, Sav, I know it's. Well, you're not going to go into the river, Ev. It's the wrong way. All right. So, clearly they have like a pedestrian thing. This looks like it's a bridge made for vehicles. I'm not sure what the plan is for over here, but there's old railroad grades, and this was traditionally the area where there were a lot of homeless encampments and such. But the Barber Branch broke off the Lehigh Valley Railroad over here. The Jersey Central had a station to the north of here. And the Jersey Central and Lehigh Valley both had branches that went up into Allentown and had stations just to the north of this area. You want to get out, Ev? Okay. Just to the north of here, the Lehigh Valley Railroad had a very interesting station that was precariously perched right on the edge of the creek to the north here. That was the, I guess it was the Jordan Creek over there. Yeah, and that remained in service until 1961. I believe it was demolished in 1972. I'm gonna have to look that up to double check it, so please don't quote me on it. But there was this line that went up into Allentown directly. This area was majorly served by that because there was so much industrial use in the area. You had, of course, Bethlehem Steel just to the east of here. You had, just to the north of here, ironworks in both Catasauqua and Hokendaquah on either side of the Lehigh River. And then, of course, after the 1890s, major cement industry out of Copley. So this is an area where maybe not everybody lived in town, but there was so much industry through the area that they had to have somewhere to live, and that says a lot for the area when it comes to the transportation. And there was a bridge in this area here that was just ties, and it was one of those things that I've never had a problem with it because my grandfather had been taking me across undecked tie bridges since I was 3 years old. You know, I've got my Ev, don't push it down the hill. I've got him beat already because I've been doing that with Ev since he was 44 days old. But, and now he's pushing his own stroller. But anyway, there was a bridge that came across right about where this one is. I was questioning whether or not it was here and looking on Google Maps. And rather than even cite any of that, if you have a look over here, I noticed that some of the old stone abutments are still visible under this bridge over here. I noticed that a little earlier. So clearly this is the same site, and they've built a bridge across this that will accommodate vehicles. So it's interesting to see something done with this site when nothing has been done for so many years. I have a respect for the homeless population, and I hope it doesn't displace or harm any of them. I hope whatever it is, it helps to get them into a safer place. It's an interesting culture. I'll probably have to cover on that on a future video. But anyway, look at you moving. You're just pushing your stroller like a strong boy. So anyway, there were several tracks out through this area, and while I would love to just meander on through here and cover a whole lot more of that, I don't have a whole lot more daylight left, and I'm waiting for the rest of the group to come back and scoop Dan and Ev and I up. But there's clearly some plans for this. There's clearly some stuff been going on. There's clearly some supermarket trolleys, what people as called it, because they came from the broken homes. No, not really. I mean, there's still some of this stuff going on, but it's an interesting place to walk through. And it's a cool little natural area that's been flying under the radar that places can't fly under the radar forever. So in a lot of ways, it's still cool to see this happening. But anyway, if you have an idea what's going on, I haven't looked into it yet. I'm just here right now and making a video. So that's what's going on over here. We followed the little Lehigh Greenway today. We started out in an area in Macungie Township and made our way 16.5 miles back to Allentown. What do you see? Huh? What do you say? What? Ev, we're talking to everybody on Metro Trails. Ev, will you say a message to everybody at Metro Trails? Can you say hi? Say hi to everybody online watching us. Say hi, everybody. Now, can you say bye to everybody while we end the video? Okay, Dan, do you want to say bye to everybody or no? All right. How about Ev? How about you, Ev? You want to wave too?